Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RC Plane Lab podcast. I'm Ron.
And I'm Dave.
Episode 207. Dave, how are you?
207.
I know.
All right.
So we have something exciting to start with, actually.
Oh, yeah?
I'm kind of proud of you.
Yeah. That's something I never thought I'd do, but it did anyway.
So anybody that gets the Model Aviation magazine, the April edition has an article in it called From Trash to Treasure.
On page 16.
Written by the one, the only, Dave Taylor.
Hey!
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I read it. It's a very good article. And let's tear away the shroud of secrecy.
See what's happening behind the scenes?
Or whatever, yeah. Let's see the wizard behind the shield. So there's more to the story that didn't quite make the article.
Yeah, the really cool stuff wasn't published.
So do tell, Dave. Spill the beans.
Okay, so if anybody hasn't read it yet, it is a restoration article about taking a foam aircraft and doing a makeover on it.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm going to. I have a little bit of an issue with him calling the first version trash, though.
It wasn't trash.
It shouldn't be from maybe like from less desirable to treasure or something like that. But I understand it goes together well.
That was just my working title, and
you came up with that one?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay, I'm sorry,
and they kept it.
Okay.
So okay.
Well, then I blame you.
Yeah, it's my fault. The aircraft I started with was not in bad condition. It was worn. Had a lot of bumps and bangs on it, and the paint was super faded, and the yellow white plastic. It looked its age.
Yeah.
So it was definitely needing a makeover, but it was a pretty easy makeover. There was really no major damage to it. So as explained in the article, I went through the different steps on how to disassemble it, or find a suitable subject, disassemble it. Do the small minor repairs that are necessary to it, and repaint it, change the livery, and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the photo of me holding it in the article, I look a little worse for wear. And that's because that was taken in St. Louis in August when it was 104 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little sweaty and a little flushed. So anyway. That was the first time I was able to take it out. We had some decent weather. I think it was windy. I can't remember why it didn't come out earlier, but I think it had been windy or just stupid hot.
Yeah.
So we were at Booter Field in St. Louis, and decided to do the remaden on it.
Yeah, so this was sometime last year. I don't remember when it was.
It was last August.
Okay.
Took it out on the runway, taxied around. We got some photos, and some of those photos in the article are from Booter, some are from other places. But took it out, taxied around, and decided, okay, it's time to go. Was not expecting much out of it. This plane is actually well known. I actually got it from Daniel. So I had known this airplane. I'd flown it many times before. Didn't really think much about it. The takeoff roll, and it immediately rolled left and went upside down 3 feet off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the wing had a warp in it that I did not catch during the reconstruction process. So my rebuild article became a rebuild of a rebuild because it slid down their nice asphalt runway, grinding all the paint off the wing and destroying the propeller, breaking the vertical fin on the tail, other miscellaneous things. So basically I had to do a complete redo of the redo.
So do you know where the first picture was taken of it when it was its original color?
Yes, that was my front yard.
Oh, okay. So that was before, obviously, anything started on it.
Right. That's the way I received it from Daniel.
Very nice looking grass, by the way.
Yeah, that's the one section of grass that I actually have that's grass. The rest if you look around, the rest of that front yard is clover and water grass. So
that's my whole thing. If it's green, I'm good. That's all I care about.
Yeah, that was my front yard, actually in the front of the window of my workroom. So yeah, the one and only 4 square foot of good grass I got.
At least you have that.
Yeah. And I had to blow some leaves and stuff out of the way to make that presentable. So anyway, did the redo of the redo. And let's see here. That took me until October, I think, to get that done. The article was being processed in the meantime while I was writing it and doing all the other things with it. Took it out to Eli Field to do a test flight on it before we recorded one night. And I went through this airplane pretty well. I caught the warped wing this time, and I re-CG'd it, or at least I thought I did. Everything looked good. It was ready to fly. It took off. It didn't roll this time. It was getting late in the evening, so we had a little sun issue, but it took off. And I realized once it was about 50 foot in the air that things weren't quite right. And I had my hands full of what apparently was a tail-heavy airplane.
Very tail-heavy.
I don't know if the battery moved on me or what the deal was, but what should have been a very nice, tame, flying little airplane was...
Like it used to be.
Yeah, like it used to be. Became a very vicious animal. And I did everything I possibly could. And Ron's trying to get in-flight shots for the article for me. I'm doing the best I can with this thing, and he's telling me, bring it in low and slow, and like I'm doing my best just to keep this thing in the air.
Yeah.
And eventually I got behind, and it spun into the ground from, 100 feet up?
It was probably something like that.
Yeah, and that was it. It was done. So even though it looks absolutely wonderful in the article, and nothing was mentioned about this situation in the article, she's no longer with us.
So it's from trash to treasure to trash.
Trash to treasure, back to trash. Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a couple good pictures of it.
They were a little far away.
Yeah, we had couple good pictures of it on the runway, too, that I am surprised wasn't used.
I sent quite a few of those, but they picked and chose.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't even know if you sent any of the flying photos or anything like that. But
I sent a couple of them that I thought were somewhat usable, and
yeah,
they decided not to use those, apparently.
Yeah, so that is why there's no good flying pictures in this article. I mean, it happens, unfortunately.
It is. You know, I crash stuff, and it just happened to be one
we all do.
Really didn't want to crash this one because I would have liked to have it as momentum to go along with the article.
Did you save the tail or anything?
I didn't save anything.
See, I mean, hindsight, whatever, but it would have been cool to, put the article on your wall and then have the tail above it or something.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was so upset with it at the time. It's just like strip the guts out of it and make it go away.
So I know we don't just have listeners in the United States, so explain a little bit what you did color-wise, what the livery was.
So the original color was the color it came with from, I think it was Park Zone. And it was in a...
I wouldn't say it's the original. I would say it's the faded version of the original.
The faded original. The original was a burgundy and white. It became a faded burgundy brown color.
Yeah.
It was pretty gross.
Yeah.
And I ended up switching it to a route-proving air scheme in blue and orange for, was it United Airlines?
American,
excuse me, yes. American. I'm the one that built it, I can't even remember. It was American Airlines.
I'm looking at the picture where it says on the sides.
Route-proving aircraft. Nice-looking dark medium blue and orange scheme with white trim. Very sharp. I liked it quite a bit. It was quite visible.
Yeah. Even though it was blue. Yeah. The orange really helps. It's got orange ailerons on it, orange elevator and rudder. So it was a drastic change from the original faded brownish burgundy color. Yeah.
Which is interesting. I take and pull off the decals, and it was a completely different aircraft under the decals.
Yeah, was it completely white, and then what it was?
It was
supposed
still
to be
white, and then the nice burgundy color.
Okay. So you did a good job on that, but yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool write-up and a lot of information in there.
I feel like I need to do something else now. I just don't know what I want to do. I don't think they want another restoration project, but
maybe we can convince you to try and write an article on how to get into jets. Turbines, by the way. No?
No, not at this
I'm still
point.
pushing.
Yeah, not after my bank account's taken the hit it's taken lately. So.
Oh, that's part of the hobby. But anyway, no, very good. If anybody hasn't seen the article yet, check out your latest edition, the April edition of Model Aviation.
Page 16.
Tell Dave how good of a job he did.
Thank you.
Because you did.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
I haven't written anything since high school. Actually, not high school. College, but still.
Pretty close, right? Yeah.
It's been 25, 30 years since I've written anything.
Now you're showing your age, but it's okay.
I know. They all know I'm old.
It's fun to do that, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I've done a couple reviews and stuff, and I really enjoy that. I don't know why. It's just something different that takes you out of the norm of what you do. I just think it's kind of neat.
The hard part for me is taking photos while I work. I don't photograph while I work. I get in a...
You get in the zone?
I get almost like a manic depressive mode and become manic mode building and just cannot stop to photograph.
You've found your flow.
Yeah. And it's like I'm restoring this RC-10 now. And I haven't got a single photo of the restoration.
See, you need to put a label or something on your desk and just say,
document.
Take pictures. Just something. That way you can remember, what you're going through, what it was like before and all that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I just need to.
I know.
Just need to get in that habit of documenting.
I mean, you have a new phone. You have a nice camera.
I got a new computer.
You got a new computer.
I got a new computer.
I knew that, right?
I told you I was getting one.
That's right. It hadn't shipped yet.
It hadn't shipped yet, and I ended up canceling it and ordering another one. Saved $250 off of that one. So
nice. Look at you. Not even running Windows XP anymore, are you?
I've got 486 running Windows 11, not Windows 11, 1.4 something out in the garage.
I remember 3.1.
Yeah, it was 3.1. That was it.
That was before 95.
Yeah, it was running Windows 3.11 is what I'm running out in the garage.
Ooh, there's a lot of programs available for that right now.
Yeah. They're all on floppy disk. Which I had to buy a DVD driver for my new computer because they don't come with them anymore.
No, I had to do that too. And not only that, but even, I guess it makes more sense, but Crystal was cleaning some stuff and found the old 1.44 inch,
floppies.
They're not really the floppies like the 5.5 inch or 5.25 inch actual floppies.
It was the hard cased.
Yeah. So I had to buy one of those to get the picture off of it. That, I mean, as we all know, a picture that fits on that in today's day and age.
You can hold 3 of them on there, and that's it.
No, it was a full thing, but it literally was about an inch wide. It was like 320 by 240 or something resolution. It's like, and then she didn't even know who it was. So wonderful. Wasted all the money on that.
I can't believe how cheap DVD players are for the computer.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I did not buy the cheapest one available, and I still spent under $20.
Yeah.
I just couldn't bring myself to bring one that was $11.99. Okay, it's like who can make a DVD driver for $11.99 that's going to work?
Yeah,
but they were out there. But yeah, it was $20.
It's amazing. Look at you getting into the 21st century.
Yeah, I paid more than that for most of the videos I put on there. Well, the movie that I watch and stuff.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. I was like, what videos are you watching, Dave? But it's okay. So, shall we move on?
I think we need to.
We have some new releases. We have actually quite a few new releases that I wanted to talk about because we haven't covered these for the last couple months. Or no, for the last couple weeks is what I meant to say. So about a month, actually. So I'm going to go over what I have. Dave's going to go over what he has. I'm going to be quick. Just to not bore everybody.
We're just going to hit the highlights and move on.
That way people know what's out there. Maybe it piques their interest. They can go look for it. But if not, then so be it. I will say that my list, like the ones I have, I put in order of how excited I am about them. So the first one, who cares? Up to the last one of, oh, that's really cool, but I can't afford it. Okay?
That works for me.
Okay.
Now, mine are in no particular order. They're just however you handed them to me.
Okay. Well, I have one more than you, so I will go first.
Wonderful.
So the first one I have was actually just announced and released today. The T-28 Trojan 450 millimeter ready to fly with safe and 2 flight batteries from HobbyZone. So $99.99, like I said, ready to fly. Comes with EPP construction, has safe on it. What else? It actually comes with everything you need. It has 2 400 milliamp hours. So this is actually still a 1S system. So it comes with 2 400 milliamp hours, 1S 3.7 volt LiPo batteries. Comes with the charger. Comes with the spare propeller with prop saver, and a 5-channel controller with receiver, ESC, and 2 rotary servo control units installed. Motor, all that fun stuff. So if it's something you think you want, nice small little airplane, probably flies pretty good, I would imagine. Go check it out. The HobbyZone Trojan T-28 450 millimeter ready to fly. Done. Next.
Okay, I have the Durafly Tundra TPX. 3D aerobatic airplane, 1,050 millimeters. Looks like they're selling it with the battery too. Showing a price of $189.99. So it's a flat profile Durafly Tundra. I see how I got this one. I drive a Tundra. Now I've got the Tundra. All right.
Very fitting.
Yep. So it's EPP profile, standard 3D flat plate plane stuff. Uses cheap batteries. They are, and all of a sudden my fingers won't work. I had it and I lost it. Uses 3S 60C packs in the 500 to 600 milliamp range. Pretty standard small profile stuff. I got to say, I don't know what they were thinking with the tires. They look like tractor tires.
Looks like they're off of John Deere.
They got these giant treads on them. It's a unique looking little guy. I had a larger Tundra, and I liked it quite a bit. Flew it a lot.
You don't have it anymore?
No, that's one that caught up fire in flight.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a blue and white one.
I'm thinking. What do you have, a Bigfoot or something like that? I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
That was what you're thinking of. Is that one? It was the Grand Tundra.
Yeah,
the big Tundra. Now I fly the FMS Super Cub, the 1700 Cub. Basically same size, just
a little different. Yeah.
Much better flyer actually. I like the Super Cub better. But the Tundra, the Durafly Tundra, good flying. They've got several different versions of it out and about. I don't know what else you can say about it. It's a nice little 3D airplane, and if I was in the market for a 3D airplane, I might look at this after I change the tires.
Did you say the price?
Yes, $189.99.
Good. Okay.
So pretty standard for this type of thing. Motor, speed control, all the normal goodies.
Yep.
All right, so Tundra's out.
Okay. Next, I have from E-Flite. They came out with a re-release, a new scheme on their Beechcraft D18. 1.5 millimeter, no, 1.5 meter. That would be tiny, by the way.
1.5 millimeter. I'd love to see that.
1.5 meter, BNF Basic, AS3X, blah, 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 safe, all that. It's a new Navy scheme, like I said, re-release of the color, repaint of it. $449.99 for the bind and fly version. Comes with...
I think they upgraded the wing on that.
I forgot. Was it maybe it was the tail?
Wing or tail? I think they
redid
something.
The tail. There was something a little bit. I forgot about that. There was something a little bit.
Something was off.
I don't remember what.
It wasn't detrimental, but they made it better.
Yeah. But anyway, so 3S or 4S, 3,200 to 5,000 milliamp hour lipos. Yeah, pretty much that's it. Next.
Flightline P51D Mustang, 1,600 millimeters, a good size foamy.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a gyro installed, plug and play at $660. Getting a little pricey.
We're getting up there.
You're getting up there. It's got the gyro. It's got the electric retracts. It's got simulated firing guns. They flicker at you. It is set up for a 6L 5000 standard 6L stuff. Comes with multiple schemes, so I guess you get your basic. I think it's been a while since I looked at it. I think it's got the basic olive drab paint scheme, and then it's got a few different decal sets you can use on it. It's been optimized to behave itself and not do anything stupid. It's 7th scale, integrated LED lights, functional simulated guns, screwless quick-release wings, and auto-connect wiring, so it makes all that nice and easy to deal with on the field. 4-blade prop, flaps, and it's got an optional drop actuator support for scale fuel tank or other payload drops, so apparently you can add that later. And it says it's carefully tuned design minimizes torque effects during takeoff and landing for improved directional stability. And, of course, the gyro is going to help with that. Ball hinges, some pretty nice stuff. And then at that price point, I would expect some nicer things.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good. It's got a nice scale appearance to it. It looks like it's got slightly oversized wheels for grass field operations.
Nice.
So they were thinking. It's got the functioning gear doors, and it's 6 to 9 channel, 6 cell, 5,000 milliamp pack. So if you're in the market for a 80 amp ESC, if you're in the market for a fairly nice standoff scale P51, this one might fit the bill. Anything to add?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm done with the Mustang.
I honestly, sorry, I wasn't listening to that one because I was reading this next one to make sure I knew what I wanted to say. So anyway, the next one that we have is the E-Flite V1200, 1.2 millimeter. I did it again. 1.2 meter. B&F Basic, AS3X, blah, blah, blah. $479.99. So we're getting a little bit more pricey on these. But this is a re-release of their original V1200. They've done some upgrades on it. It's the fastest prop-driven E-Flite airplane yet. Level flight, that's important, level flight, so not out of a dive. Level flight top speeds of 140 mile an hour plus on 6S, or 110 miles an hour on 4S out of the box. Includes more durable and reliable retracts, a higher visibility color scheme. What was the other thing I was going to say? So a battery, it runs on a 4S or a 6S 3200 up to 7,000 milliamp hour.
That's a hunk of battery.
7,000 mAh 6S in a 1.2 meter airplane.
The battery weighs more than the airplane.
And that's to get you all the way up to 140 miles an hour. I mean, it's built for speed.
Everybody knows what happens when I go over 130. So,
well, not good things.
Not good things for me.
Although that plane is designed to handle that, so you might be okay.
Yeah, I was kind of pushing the limits.
Next.
Once again, I got another Durafly airplane. Durafly Brewster Buffalo V2. So they've had this one out before. I vaguely remember it. It's been a while.
It's probably the V1.
Generally, they are. But, it might be the 1.11. Anyway, Brewster Buffalo. So kind of a obscure World War II airplane. Interesting. It's something different. This one's 920 millimeters or 36 inches. The paint scheme is USS Lexington. And it appears to be in a pre-war scheme, so it's kind of visible. Got the high-vis wings on it. Nice. This one's going the other way on price. We're looking at $179.99.
Going down, okay.
Going down. That's I'm assuming it's a plug and fly, so add your own receiver and battery. Speaking of batteries, it is set up for 3-cell, but it can also do 4 cells, and apparently it's ballistic on 4 cells. It's 2,200 milliamp pack, so the little bit smaller size, fairly economical batteries, either 3 or 4 cell. Let's see here, 36-inch wing, 26 inches long. It's got a 40 amp ESC in it. Pretty much standard stuff for a mid-size warbird. For that price, it's kind of an interesting little airplane. Not a whole lot of scale detail with it. Plug and fly. Let's see here. I was trying to figure out the wheel situation on this thing. Quite frankly, I didn't do my homework on this one. And that's all garbage. I think it's removable gear. It looks like it's hand launched. Yep, she's hand launched. It looks like it's got little skids under the wings so you don't dig a wing in on landing. It's a neat little, portly little guy. It might be worth something looking into, especially using the smaller, cheaper batteries.
Yeah. Yep.
So if you're into something a little bit different, it actually says classic stubby stability. Okay, who writes this?
I don't know, but it's classic. It's stubby and it's stubby. Stable. So
yeah, it's a good looking little airplane. Something different. Not everybody has one.
Yeah.
So something to look at.
Cool. Okay, so the next thing I have, the 2 meter, not millimeter, but 2 meter Conscendo. This is another one by eFlight.
6 foot for you non-metric folks.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Pretty close. BNF Basic with AS3X Plus and Safe Select, blah, 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 blah. $399.99. So we've come down just a little bit in price also. Now, you had the 1.5 meter Conscendo, right?
I've never owned a Conscendo.
Well, what am I thinking of then? What did you have that looked like this? Didn't you have something? Who am I thinking of then?
I don't know. I've never had anything that looks like that. Sorry to bust your bubble, Ron.
Well, anyway, so what I was going to say is this is the scaled-up cousin of what you had, but you haven't had it, so then apparently this might be your next airplane, because it's a good-looking airplane.
I was thinking about a UMX Conscendo.
I have the UMX version, and they are fun, and they are fast, and they are cool, but this one is actually kind of neat. It comes with landing gear, if you want to put landing gear on it.
I think it looks a little goofy, but that's just my personal preference.
That's fine. You're not wrong, but some people would like to take off from the ground as opposed to hand launch.
This is a nice option.
But 2 meter, which is huge when you actually see it, somebody holding it, especially comparing it to the UMX one that I have that's, 18 inches or something like that. But yeah.
If it flies anything like UMX, it's going to be
a lot of fun. Like I said, the gear comes or is taken on and off without tools. They have tools designed now for this stuff, which is actually kind of pretty cool the way they have things set up to where you don't have to take as much with you to the field. It's a quick setup and all that kind of stuff. Let's see, this is 4S to 6S, so they're overpowering it again, so you can do a lot of...
It's going to be honking along on 6S.
Yeah. And it says, 4S to 6S, 3,200 to 5,000. Note, only Spectrum 6S 5030C G1 and G batteries, or G2 batteries will fit. 50C and 100C batteries are too big.
So it's a little snug in there, it sounds like.
So now we are getting to the ones that I think are more cool. This one, if it wasn't for the price, I'll be honest, that's kind of pricey for me.
Is that also lit?
No, that's extra.
That's extra. Okay.
But you can get the LEDs to kind of make it look like the Night Radian. And it actually looks like it's fairly close design-wise to how the LEDs were in that one. Thing I didn't like about the Night Radian was no ailerons. I like ailerons on airplanes, to be honest. It flew great, but this, I think, would probably be more fun with night flying.
Yeah, a little more maneuverable.
If it was even $299, it would be a lot more...
$299 would be more palatable.
Digestible, yeah. But anyway, so there's that.
All right. So I went from the cheapest to the most expensive I got here. This one I've been actually kind of waiting for a little while. I saw it announced a few months back, maybe last fall, maybe. This is from Dynam. E2C Hawkeye, 1,500 millimeter twin engine. U.S. Navy early warning aircraft, complete with rotating radar dome.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah. That actually looked pretty decent. There was one out before, and I can't remember the manufacturer on it, and it looked a little off, and it didn't do anything for me. But this one looks nice. It's got the retracts. It's got the rotating domes. I think it's got lights. Price... not unreasonable. It's at $419. So $419, and I'm pretty sure that's a plug and play. But it's 1,500 millimeter, so it's a little bit bigger aircraft. Looks nice. Their ad for it's a little weird. It's got a 3-piece wing, so it's gonna make transport nice. ball and controls, twin motor, shock absorbent landing gear, so it looks like it's got some struts built into it. Dynam wheels always look fat and chunky, but that could be easily fixed. I like one of the features that they list is upgraded packaging. It's like, oh,
We did terrible the first time, but try this one.
okay. You put more tape on the box? I don't know. Let's see here. I went off the track. It's a 4S 3200 battery pack. It's got the XT60 connectors on it, which most everything does anymore. It says the flight time is about 9 minutes. So for on a 3200, it must be pretty efficient. Modular quick assembly. It's got carbon fiber rods and strips to stiffen it up. The nose cone is magnetically released, so it reduces damage during impact. So I think you're going to crush it. It does have nav lights, belly light, tail light. So Reggie like that, so you can fly it in the dark.
Mm-hmm. That's all you need.
Just on nav lights. But it's a very unique looking aircraft. I've kind of interested in this. I have got to move some stuff out of my hangar before I can make room for it.
Well, that time's coming up.
And that's somehow or another out of order because I got pictures of P-51 tails. Okay. So that is something I can work on here in the next week or so, moving some aircraft out of my hangar. Because we're going to Toledo.
I'm looking forward to it. Before we talk about that, though, I have one more airplane.
You would.
This is way out of my price range. I'm going to start off by saying that. But I will also say this is a freaking cool airplane. So we'll get the bad part out of the way at first. Let's go for price. So price is $6,099.99. So $6,100. So Banana Hobby and JetRuler have come out with a 1/9 scale F-22 Raptor, 2.1 meter, which is 82.6 inches, composite,
big bird.
Pro RC turbine jet. That was a lot to get out. So if you go look this up, there are a lot of really cool scale details on it. So it says complete factory applied premium scale weathered airframe, electric brakes and landing gear system engineered specifically for this model, which are pre-installed. Navigation and formation lighting system pre-installed. Servo extension leads comes with quick release wing connectors pre-installed. Y-thrust pipe system pre-installed, 4,000 milliliter, which is 2,000 milliliter Kevlar fuel tanks pre-installed.
You're getting a lot for your money.
220 milliliter UAT pre-installed. Pre-prepared push rods with ball links. Servo connector brackets, pre-glued control horns. Free true-to-scale cockpit with functional illuminated green LED heads-up display. Can I complain about something?
I do it all the time. Go for it.
And I don't want to get that way. But so this threw me because it says illuminated green LED HUD display. What does the D in HUD stand for?
Heads up display.
Display. Right. So this is saying
display.
Heads up display. And that annoys me. I'm sorry. Ultra detailed instrument panels and a lifelike pilot figure. It also comes with a free fuselage bag and wing bag, free Banana Hobby heavy-duty maintenance stand, free Banana Hobby gift set, which includes a T-shirt and cap. Free domestic shipping, requires a 120 to 160 Newton turbine, and this is also the expensive part, requires 11 servos, 7 medium size and 4 standard size, and then all the usual things, transmitter, battery, receivers, and all that kind of stuff. But this is a very cool-looking scale airplane. Obviously, it's turbine, which makes it that much cooler.
F-22s are known to fly fairly well.
F-22s are awesome. So, yeah, if you're in the mood for a new expensive jet, this might be one to put on your radar.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Whew, we made it through it. There, now it's gone. What else? A couple more things, right?
Yep.
And they're all swap related. Or no, sorry, we have other thing. I forgot.
I went on a road trip.
Well, tell me about that before we move on to this other one?
So ever since I got the Tundra, I've been looking for a fiberglass cover for it. I've had a tonneau cover and it works. That's fine. But I've got some taller aircraft and the bed's not deep enough for these taller aircraft. Typically, it's the triplane and the D7. And my tonneau cover leaked. I mean, it kept relatively dry in there, but water would still get in the bed.
Yeah.
I kind of liked the way my truck looked with the tonneau cover, but I'm needing a fiberglass cap.
Yeah.
And I was being very picky about what I wanted. I wanted one of the fiberglass swoopy ones, nice and arrow, not the old-fashioned square utility box.
The new-looking, cooler ones.
Yeah. And the one I found for my truck, it was about $3,700. I am not paying $3,700 for a cap.
Yeah, you got to save up for a jet.
Yeah, well, that is a jet if I play my cards right. I'm sorry, I just can't do $3,700 on a 14-year-old truck.
Yeah, I get you.
So I was looking around, always looking at the different shopper papers and Facebook Marketplace. I am not a Facebook Marketplace guy. I've had bad results selling and buying both on Marketplace, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah.
But one of our club members also knew I was looking for it and sent me a text while I'm driving to work one day. I always get texts while I'm going to work. It's like, stop. Anyway, Randy sent me this Facebook Marketplace ad for a black fiberglass topper for my truck that was really, really reasonably priced. Problem being, it was in Davenport, Iowa, which is
a bit of a haul.
From us. But and I originally thought, okay, I don't have the money for it right now. He listed it for $700 is what he listed it for. I thought, okay, that's doable. And then the one photo he sent me, there was 3 photos. There was one of the outside, one of the inside, and one of the VIN number plate. Whatever
like
they call it for,
whatnot, yeah.
Whatever they call it for a topper. So the one photo of the exterior didn't show a whole lot. I mean, it's a black topper laying on a mattress in a dark garage. Okay.
Come to my dark garage.
Yes, in Davenport, Iowa.
Come very far to get murdered.
Yeah, on the river.
Oh, that's easy.
Down by the river. And so I was just going to let it go. And then he sent me another text going, what do you think? I was like, I didn't want to tell it because he sent me a lot of them over the time.
Mm-hmm.
And finding it for a Tundra is really rough. There's not a lot of them out there for a Tundra. If it was an F-150 or a Silverado, I would have had 16 different toppers by now for under $100. But finding one for a Tundra that's in the really good shape and in the right color was rough. I'd only seen one other Tundra cap, and it was actually for the next model year that didn't quite fit right. It would have fit, but it wouldn't have been perfect. So I got thinking about it. It's like, okay, fine. At lunch, I took and sent a message to the guy going, okay, and I hate this. It's like, is it still available? I hate sending those.
Yeah.
But said, okay, obvious question. Do you still have this? Is there any other damage to it that I'm not able to see? I explained to him that we're quite a ways away and I don't want to waste a trip and I don't want to waste your time. Is there any clear coat damage with this thing? And he just sends back, it's fine. It's just dirty. It's like, well, that didn't answer the questions other than the fact that, well, I'm assuming you still have it since you responded.
Right.
And I was going, okay. And he says, I have another guy that's coming to look at it this weekend. He's offering $625 on it. If you could do $650 and get it before this weekend, it's yours.
So that seems a little
weird.
Yeah.
Once again, it's Marketplace. So I don't have the best track history with Marketplace. I said, okay, I can do $650 because I was going to chew him down anyway.
Right.
I can be there tonight.
Oh.
And he said, no, I'm busy tonight. How about tomorrow night? Okay, so this was last Wednesday.
So you went Thursday.
So we went last Thursday. So I talked to Daniel and said, hey, because if I'm going to get murdered, there's going to be two of us getting murdered.
Yeah, might as well.
And we're both big guys, so maybe that might, throw the threat down a little bit. He says, yeah, I'll go with you. Because I was needing somebody to help load this thing because I can't put this thing on by myself. And I wasn't sure who exactly I was dealing with, whether or not they would be
able to help
helpful at all. Turned out he was great. Really, Owen, you're great. I don't know if I'm sure you don't listen to this podcast, but anyway, Owen, you were fine. So Daniel and I get in the truck right after work. I have to stop by the bank and grab the cash because I don't have much cash laying around. And then we get in the truck and head for Davenport. Now, Thursday was the day it was 91 degrees here.
That was the day that here we had a lot of storms and I was without power for 6 hours.
We get just outside of Peoria, and in a period of 10 minutes, it goes from 91 to 48.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Welcome to Illinois weather.
Yeah, 91 to 48 in 10 minutes. The antenna on the truck is pretty flimsy, and it bangs back and forth, but it was laid out 90 degrees to the cab. It was laying out straight. It's like, wow, that's fun.
That's breezy.
Yeah. But the rain wasn't too bad. We ran a little bit of rain on the way over there. And, of course, it quits raining when we get to Davenport, just in time for us to pull into this dark alleyway because we have to go to the alley. Once again, Facebook.
It's where it's stored.
Yeah. So we go to this garage, which...
And did the door creak when it opened? Please tell me it creaked.
It was already open. He was waiting for us.
Oh, okay.
Which is even scarier.
That...
The problem was Daniel had to duck to get into this garage door. I don't know how low this garage door was. I mean, I just ducked because I walk on crutches and I'm stooped over anyway. But Daniel had to duck to get into this garage. And, of course, it just starts ripping rain the second we pull up. There's no electricity in this garage. It's pitch black. We have a street light 2 houses down in this alleyway, and that's the only light we have. And they immediately, both Daniel and Owen, decided to just start throwing this thing on my truck before I even can look at it. So, I mean, I'm going to get the flashlight out, and I have no jacket, by the way, because it was 91 when I left the house, so it's raining and it's 48 degrees.
Yeah.
I can't even look at this thing. It's like, well, I guess I'm buying it. They've got it on the truck now.
Yeah.
It turned out actually is in pretty good condition. It's got a few scrapes and scratches on it, and the rear window struts were busted and no keys for it, and no clamps. So I brought a bunch of C clamps with me because I had.
That was a good idea.
So actually, I got a really fairly nice topper for the truck for $650 and a tank of gas.
Look at you go. So how far is Davenport?
It was 2.5 hours.
That's not bad then.
Yeah.
Nice.
On the way back was fun because apparently the storm was also moving from west to east.
Yes.
At 70 mile an hour because I was running 70, 75 mile an hour, and we stayed dead center in the middle of the red of the storm all the way to Lincoln.
That sounds fun.
So, yeah, within 20 miles of the house, I was in the middle of the storm.
You probably had good gas mileage, though, if you had a tailwind.
Yeah, but I paid for it on the way there, so it balances out. So this actually, the marketplace worked out for me for a change, and I didn't get killed.
Nice.
And I actually got a decent product.
He probably saw it and he's like, oh, he's on crutches. We'll let this guy go.
Yeah. Probably having,
He probably, check the paper. He probably has the guy coming Saturday still.
Still coming.
So I'll see if anybody goes missing. No, that's good, though. I'm glad you got that. I know you've been looking for one for a while, so I'm glad it all worked out.
Yeah, it worked out good. Looks good on the truck. I got the new struts. By the way, I ordered the new replacement lift struts for it. Cheapest ones we could find on Amazon because, well, I'm like that. I get them today. Open the package. Made in the USA.
Nice.
Are you serious?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, U.S. made.
Cool. Well, hopefully they get put on and you'll have them all ready for...
They are on.
Oh, that was quick then.
Yeah.
Look at you go. They're easy to change, so...
Yeah.
Cool. You ready to move on?
Move on.
Okay. So, sadder news. Dumas is closing.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't have a lot of interaction with them. I've never bought anything from them. I haven't built any of their kits or anything. And I know most of their like airplanes are small, like rubber powered kits.
Peanut scale.
Yeah, like builder kits and that kind of stuff too. But they're mostly known for like boats, apparently.
Boats and boat hardware.
Yeah. So it's not anything I really would be into, but it's still sad to see a company that's been around for 75 years.
Definitely a fixture of the hobby.
Close. Yeah.
I've had a few of their boats over the years. I currently still have one of their boats, and I still have one of their free flight airplanes.
Nice.
Sad to see them go.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I could see the writing on the wall with them because everything they sold was a builder's item.
Yeah.
They did not have anything that was ready to go, and unfortunately, the hobby has kind of slid that direction.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it was really rough for them the last few years to keep producing. And their stuff was pretty good quality.
Yeah. A lot of their stuff was stick and tissue and all that too. That it's a dying art.
Yeah.
But yeah, sad to see it, but
what are we going to do?
It happens. Yeah. So next thing we had last weekend, apparently 2 days after you got your topper, the Eli Field swap meet over in Monticello. We made a trip over there. Last week we talked to Hank. Last couple of weeks we talked to Hank, and one of the things that we said is some of the small swap meets have some cool finds and good deals. I definitely think this was one of those.
Yeah.
I bought a lot of stuff, and a lot of the stuff I bought, I'm not going to lie, is going to end up going to Toledo to see if I can sell it, and if not, I'm more than happy to keep some.
You got some cool stuff?
Yeah. So what did you think? What did you get?
So I bought the new upgraded Turbo Timber UMX, the what do they call that? The Evo?
Turbo Timber Evolution?
Evolution, yeah. The blue one. With the thought that I'm going to take my V1 to Toledo and flip it. Just get the 3-cell setup, a lot more powerful. I've flown yours, and it's much more maneuverable than the V1.
It's a fun flying airplane. I really like mine.
So the V1 is great. So the V2 is even better.
Yeah.
So if anybody's wanting a lightly used and pretty good condition V1,
hit you up at Toledo.
It's boxed. It's got everything. It's good to go.
Nice.
There's one small crease in the tail. That's the only damage on it.
Is that all you got? No, you got another one. I remember.
Somebody had a indoorish / calm outdoor 3D airplane. Piaget. Never heard of it. It's being sold through Motion RC. They've got it. It's just a really lightweight foam 3D plane. It's got the drag brakes on the ailerons. Got it super, super cheap.
Yeah.
So something to play with. It's not exactly my style of airplane, but for the price, I can bash it into the ground just fine.
Yeah. I was the same way. Like I made that trip around and I was like, I like that one. And I made the trip around again and it was gone. I was like, oh well. And then I went to put something in the back of your truck and opened up the tailgate and I was like, oh, now I know who got it.
Now you know where it's at.
Although I actually thought it was Daniel. I'm not going to lie. I thought that would have been up his alley more than yours, so I was surprised.
Yeah, I'm not a 3D guy, but cheap knock-around airplanes.
Yeah.
The drag brakes had me interested.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that'll be cool. Daniel bought a few things. He bought some motors.
Yeah, he bought a DLE 20 RA.
For a great deal.
For a really good price, although we got the wrong ignition box for it, so we're going to have to track down an ignition box for it in Toledo.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
They were all in there.
We dug through all of them. None of them actually matched up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But when we got home and hit the internet, we were able to see which one was the correct one for that engine. Not a big deal. We might take the other ignition box to Toledo and try to dump it. I'm sure we can find the correct one up there somewhere.
Yeah.
There's always somebody up there with a box of ignition systems. So.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and then I bought a few things too. Some to keep, some to move on. We don't need to go over all that stuff right now, but yeah.
And he bought another helicopter.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I haven't even really looked at it. I don't even know which model it is. I know he just bought another
helicopter. I don't remember what it was either. But they had some really good deals. Like, I ended up buying, I'm trying to think what it was. The JRX. It's the small RC cars. The
the
18
JRX
scale,
too, like 16 to
JRX
18
too,
scales.
yeah. Low-C ones. And they were ones, I'm going to be honest, I was looking at Christmas time. I thought about buying one for me and one for Piper, just to see if it would be something she'd be interested in, kind of thing. And they had them on sale. I'm trying to think, I think they were $130 on sale for $99 or $100. And I ended up not doing it. I just kind of decided against it for that much money, since I wanted to buy two. And anyway, so we got to that swap meet, and they had a stack of about 7 of them. And they had the colors I wanted, and they were $50 a piece. So I ended up buying both of them.
And 2 for 1.
Yeah, and I mean, completely ready to run. Came with batteries, came with controller, came with batteries for the controller, came with everything you needed. So that was kind of nice. And it's the same battery that we use on our little rock crawlers.
I would say it's the same crawler setup.
Yeah, exact same. So she was excited to see that. She's driven it around a few times. That has really weird, smaller body clips. And I've already lost 2.
I got a bag of them.
The small ones?
The really small ones, yeah.
See, I have a bag of like the normal size for regular size RC cars. I probably got 500 of them. Yeah, they're tiny.
Yeah, I've got a bag of like 100 of them, so I'll get you some pins.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And they got the tabs on them too.
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, because that's what got me, because I couldn't get them off, so I was using a pen to kind of get in the loop and push it off, and then as it was pushing off, like I had my finger trying to hold it from going too far, but unfortunately after I did that, it just shot out, and I mean, we have no clue. Of course, being as smart as I am, I did that in our rock outside.
So it's gone.
So it's not something that I'm going to get out a metal detector or anything like that and look for.
As soon as I find the bag, I'll get you set up.
I appreciate
I think it's
that.
on my wall of parts.
Yeah. If not, I need to make a reminder to pick that up. That's one thing I still have to do, is make a list of things I need at Toledo, because I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, the topper ate up all my Toledo money, so I'll be going as a observer.
You'll bring a lot of stuff to sell, then you'll have more money.
Yeah.
You have a couple airplanes to buy that you liked today, with a little spinny thing on top.
A little spinny thing.
Speaking of Toledo, Reggie says he's going.
Reggie says he's going.
I mean, I don't know if that's true yet, but if he does,
he's ready. For awakening.
I'm going to make him spend all his money. That's half the fun, trying to get each other to buy stuff, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, we're going to have a great time.
Yeah. Keep telling yourself that. You said you're not excited for it yet, but I am. I've hit, there's so much to do before then, but as long as I can work myself through those issues, not issues, but the things to prepare, getting all the airplanes together and ready and all that, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah. I just wish I didn't have to buy that topper, because that was all my funds.
Yeah.
But, I had to have the topper because I was never going to find another one.
Yeah.
It probably could have came in a few months. That would have been nicer, but It is what it is. And I'll be okay. I will have some money, and I will sell some stuff. And
then have more money.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah. That's my thing. So I'm going to take some stuff to sell. Now, I'm going to tell people what I'm going to sell. So far, this is my list. If anybody wants any of it at Toledo, come up and see me. So I'm going to be getting rid of a E-Flite V22 Osprey, the vertical takeoff and landing one. It's the old, not quite UMX size, but small. I've got a UMX Beast I'm going to be getting rid of, E-Flite Sportix. The old version of the E-Flite Twin Otter, the 1.2 meter one, the one I bought for Joe Knoll and have flown off the pond several times. But since I have the new bigger version, I don't need the old one. I'm getting rid of my UMX Twin Otter. I have an E-Flite Micro B2 to get rid of, the UMX Turbo Timber, Ultrix 600 UMX Air Tractor. I have an old Durafly Retro Das Ugly stick. That's the one I picked up that I really wanted, and I kind of thought myself out of it, because that's the one that has the
plastic fake
the
engine.
Really real-looking plastic that could be weathered a little bit, but the nitro-looking engine on it. Like I said, I still go back and forth, so I guess we'll see. the Freewing F-35. I'm going to get rid of that one. I have an E-flite. I think it's a Bonanza V-tail. I think
Yeah,
so,
it's
right?
a V-tail Bonanza. Dr. Killer.
Yeah, that's what those are known for. The FMS Explorer, which is a pattern plane. The RJ Gritter, E-flite RJ Gritter Decathlon. And I have an E-flite 50mm Habu I'm getting rid of. I go back and forth on the 70mm Viper. I don't know if I want to take that one yet or not.
Oh, you got to have all the Vipers.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But I'm trying to go through my mind and decide, is it worth pulling receivers out?
I'm at this point not selling any receivers.
But they've come down. Well,
they've come
Spectrum,
back down.
Obviously, that I do has come down back to normal pricing. It scared me when they went up, and then I was like, I'm not getting rid of anything. But within the last month or so, they've kind of come back down to pre-levels,
pre-Scara levels.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll have to. I gotta look at them each and see what I want to pull the receiver out of.
Yeah, I can figure it's just like it's really easy to put them back in if need be. So
that's true.
I'm just pulling receivers.
Yeah, I'll probably do that for most of them. There's a couple of them that have the older like AR600s and all that kind of stuff. I don't care. Like I wouldn't put that in anything new, even anything small. But yeah,
got a nice receiver out of a Crash Stinson.
It wasn't the receiver's fault either. So yeah,
actually, I think I've reused it. I think. Yeah, that one's in the F-16. The HobbyKing F-16 is where it's at now.
And you haven't flown that yet, right?
No, it's ready to...
I'm looking forward to that one. That's a cool little airplane.
It's getting ready to... Actually, I was thinking about taking it to Toledo.
Oh, well, okay. You could do that.
But, yeah, I'm looking for some decent weather to fly that.
Now, what battery did that one take? Is that the one that took the weird battery?
Yeah, it's a 4S, and I can't remember what... 4S, 2200, something like that. But it's kind of normal. It's a shorty... It's a fat battery.
Which one? Didn't you have one that took a
That was the F-22. The Kyosho F-22 took
right.
3S 1600, but it had to be
super
long and skinny.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I've got another one of those batteries. So.
Well, cool. So Toledo's next, and actually that'll be before our next episode. So I'm guessing next time we'll probably talk about what all we bought, got rid of, did there.
Yeah, I would say we don't even need to record. We're not going to skip a week because skipping a week a few weeks ago put us right on track to do this correctly.
Yeah, so that way on our off week, we'll be in Toledo. Well, cool. Anything else you want to talk about? Are we good?
Nope, I'm up to my elbows in restoration projects, but we'll talk about that down the road.
When they're restored and not projects, right?
Right. I got the Beaver on the boards, and I got a 1984 or 85 RC-10 about finished.
Nice.
In fact, I think the last of the parts for that just showed up today, short of paint for the body. I can figure out what I'm going to do with that.
Cool. Nice. Well, then, yeah, we will talk about those when you're all finished.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then, until next time, thanks, everybody, for watching or listening, I guess, whatever we're doing now. And I'm Ron.
And I'm Dave.
Good night.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the RC Plane Lab podcast. For topic suggestions, to ask questions, or to give any feedback, connect with us at rcplanelab.com or email us direct at either ron@rcplanelab.com or tom@rcplanelab.com. You can also text us or leave us a voicemail at 818-351-9846. Please subscribe, rate, and review us on your favorite podcast app. Until next time, may your landings be gentle.